Hey everyone, how's it going? And welcome to this channel. In Heavy Tones, we explore going low with guitars, and specifically heavy tones used on those guitars. In this video, I'm going to show you an interesting tuning where I use mainly fifths. Check out the song where I use the tuning, and then after that, I'll talk more about the setup and how you go about using this tuning. Also, if you like what you see on this channel, please click the subscribe button and click on that notification bell to be notified of future videos. With that out the way, let's check that song. Okay, so that's the tuning, and now let's talk more about the setup. So this tuning uses mainly fifths. Now first let's distinguish the difference between fifths and fourths. So if you're using E standard, that tuning uses mainly fourths. Now a fourth is 5 steps from the one string to the other. So on E standard, you've got your E string, then you're going 5 steps up, and that's giving you A, which is your next string. And following that, you go all the way through on your standard tuning using fourths. And that's using the 5-step intervals. The only difference is when you go from the third string to the second string, there's a 4-step difference, and that's just giving you your third. So it's either a major third or minor third on how you voice the chords. So that's why we have a sort of third there and not a fourth. And then going from the second to the first, using fourths again. But I experimented with using a fifths tuning. What I did was I've tuned this low string all the way down to F, and then from there I've used fifths all the way except for the first and second string where I've used fourths. I'll put that tuning up over here because I can't quite actually remember exactly the tuning, but basically you've got a fifth over here, so with a fifth you're using 7 steps. The best way to think is maybe when you go from E standard to drop D, that drop D going into the A is a fifth. You're going 7 steps up from the D to the A to get to that next string. So I've got an F here, then I go up 7 steps to get to my next string, then another 7 steps to get to the next, then the same from the fourth to the third, and then, like I said, I do use fourths on the bottom or the high 2 strings. So going from the third to the second, I'm using fourths. And then going from the second to the first, there's fourths again. Now, what I really like about this tuning is you can get some really big, open, ringing sounding chords. I use this chord. So that's the F open on the 6th string and barred on the 5th fret for all the other strings. Then I move up to this chord where I bar the 3rd fret and then fret the 5th fret on the 2nd and 3rd string. So you got this movement. And also with the nice big jumps you've got between all the strings, you can do some interesting riffing. So basically, you've just got power chord shapes with a drop tuning with the lower 4 strings. So it really is an interesting tuning to use. And with regards to string gauge, I used the Ernie Ball Mammoth Slinkies, which is a 12 to a 62, and then I just swapped out the 62 for a 72 for better tension on the slow string. It's still quite a bit loose. Could probably jump this up to an 80, but I stuck with a 72. So I highly recommend trying it out. It's really a fun tuning where you've got big open shapes. And then you can also do some interesting single note riffing. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to click on that notification bell to be notified of future videos.